Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still with you on Now TV International and our continued coverage with the special edition of the recent developments with regards to President Abdullatif Wahba's reception of the Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan in the attendance of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Expatriates Affairs, Badr Abdullatif. And of course, the meeting extended greetings from President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to President Sisi and also witnessed mutual stress on the importance of both activating economic cooperation between Egypt and Turkey, as well as discussions related to regional issues, more specifically the recent developments in the Gaza Strip. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest, Mr. Abdullatif Wahba, the journalist. Mr. Abdullatif, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your time. And let me start by asking you, we've seen in today's comments Egypt and Turkey categorically rejecting and expressing their full rejection to the military reoccupation of the Gaza Strip and the Israeli cabinet's plan to fully control the Gaza Strip. How do you see today's meeting between President Sisi and the Turkish foreign minister, sir?
It is continuing the effort between Egypt and Turkey,
yes,
concerning the conflict, the Israeli attack against the Gazan people. And you remembered exactly that since the beginning of the crisis in Gaza, in late of 2023, Egypt and Turkey was and still in coordination how to deal with the crisis and how to cooperate and to help the Gazan people, especially in this critical time after the hungry war against the Gazan people and what other aggressions of the Israelis against the Palestinians, not only the hungry war, but at the same time, as you know, that they are trying to prevent the relief and the humanitarian aid from entering Gaza. But as you know, that Egypt and Turkey, especially in the last weeks, practiced many pressures upon the international society,
yes,
to help all the peace efforts. And you know that Egypt adopted firstly and still doing its effort,
yes,
in as a broker, peace broker process in the area. And although the people, the foreign countries, especially in Europe and other countries, saw the situation so difficult, but Egypt didn't surrender for this stance and for this understanding, but still doing to reach to a settlement for the conflict in Gaza.
Indeed. Now, Mr. Abdullatif, Turkey today, through its foreign minister, saw and appreciated the role and the efforts exerted by Egypt with regards to ceasefire negotiations, as well as the important role that Egypt has played with regards to allowing access and the sustainable delivery of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip. And also, they stressed the importance of releasing hostages, reiterating again, rejecting objection to any displacement of the Palestinian people. How important do you see the role played by Egypt in this regard, especially with its constant stress to sustainably deliver humanitarian aid and as much of it as possible, and its call for the Israelis to open borders on their side, as they are the occupying power in the Palestinian lands, to receive this aid to, deal with the extremely dire situation on the ground with the starvation that is being witnessed in the Gaza Strip?
We have to stay away from the political situations, and also the effort to reach to a settlement for the conflict. Egypt insisted before the world and the European countries, the United States and the Asian countries insisted on its stance to set the humanitarian aid to be released to the Palestinian people.
Yes.
Because why? Because you can't practice hungry against the Palestinian by another doubt concerning to reach, as the Israeli wanted to reach a settlement. But Egypt insisted on providing all the humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people. This is one. The other one, Egypt declared that the peace negotiations between the two parties, or we can say the indirect peace negotiations between the two parties, this is away from or must be away from the inner positions, the miserable positions of the Palestinian people and the Gazan people. So we have to provide them with all vital commodities,
yes.
Fuel products, and also medicines and so on.
Mm-hmm.
We are not, and Egypt declared, we didn't want to wait until a peace process or a settlement, but this is a crucial element or subject just now to provide them with all commodities
yes.
to save their life.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. Abdullatif, also today, the Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati and his Turkish counterpart Hakan Fidan addressed a joint press conference after they also held a meeting earlier in the day. And the Foreign Minister said Egypt and Turkey have agreed on ways of dealing with several issues and regional crises, and stressed that they are both keen on joint coordination to support, security in the region. Also, they discussed with regards to bilateral ties between Egypt and Turkey. They've discussed the need to activate further economic cooperation between Egypt and Turkey, and increasing the volume of trade to reach $15 billion, up from $9 billion, which was achieved last year, as well as expansion of Turkish investors and Turkish companies in investment projects in Egypt. How do you see, on the other side, the economic ties between Turkey and Egypt?
I think that the economic relations between Egypt and Turkey,
yes,
is just now so strong, especially after the meeting between the two leaders,
yes.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and they are working on how to increase the exchange of trade. They signed many deals, agreements, and memorandum of understanding for import and export between the two countries. And you know that Turkey at the same time is interested in some or basic commodities and agri-products here in Egypt. They signed they signed another deal for cooperations in energy and so on. This is of course because, as you know, that Turkey is in south of Europe, and we are in the north of the Mediterranean.
Yes.
So it is easy to connect. It is easy to increase bilateral economic relations, especially after they signed again the rule roll in, roll out for export between the two countries. This is one. You know that also the Turkish businessmen are interested and working here in Egypt, and have a mega project even in Burj Al Arab and the Suez Canal Authority. They are investing in many different sectors, especially spinning and weaving and another sectors.
Absolutely right. I'd like to thank you very, very much. Our guest, Mr. Abdullatif Wahba, the journalist. Thank you very much, sir, for your time and for your insight and for joining us this afternoon on Now TV International with our special coverage.